Welcome back to Cask 529, everyone. I'm Brian,
And I'm Shona.
and we're back with What's in the Glen Wednesday. Welcome back, everybody. Shauna, what in the world?
We have a triple What's in the Glen Wednesday.
The last thing I said to Shauna was, I don't want to drink much tonight. And she said, okay. And I came down to 3 bottles on the bar.
Okay, this is a series I've been dying to get to, and it's been here for several weeks, and we've yet to get to it. And so I didn't want to do them one at a time.
We've actually sent samples out,
We have.
and we haven't tried them.
And I've not tried a single one of these. I've been looking forward to it. I think Miker tried one the other night. He might have tried all 3. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but it was just Micah, right? We did.
Yeah, no,
we
we did
didn't.
not. No, we did not. So what we're doing for What's in the Glen is the 1792 Extended Cask series, cask finish series. And so the first one, and we're tasting these in order of proof tonight. The first one's coming in at 96 proof, and it is finished in Pinot Noir cask.
The second one is coming in at 101 proof, and it is finished in Zinfandel casks.
And the third one is coming in at 103.5 proof, and it is finished in rum cask. I'm anxious to see how the rum does. I'm not generally a rum cask finished person.
I'm anxious to see how the Zinfandel and the rum do. I'm not generally a Pinot Noir person, so
I'm all about the wine.
I know. I think we all do that.
All about it.
You
So
could just start your own wine show and be happy, except you wouldn't talk, you would just drink.
I would. You're right. So cheers. Happy Wednesday.
Cheers. I want to say that, with the exception of the rum,
hmm
these two are about the same color.
Yes, I noticed that when I was pouring them that the rum was a
little bit lighter.
little bit lighter. I was
Yep.
going to say significantly, but it's noticeably
Yeah,
lighter.
it doesn't quite have the orange tint to it.
hmm Which makes sense because you have 2 red wine finishes,
Right.
cask finishes, and so it's bound to pick up some of that red, darker tint.
That's got a really nice nose.
It does. Honestly, I'm kind of shocked. I'm getting a little bit of a chocolate note. That raisin note is there too.
I was going to say a little bit fruity, I thought,
Yeah,
which it would be, I guess.
nice. Picking up some oak and a little bit of spice. Ready to go in.
I'm ready. First impression, it was a lot spicier when it first hit my palate than I expected.
hmm
There was a lot of baking spice. Not even peppery, really, just a,
Nice, like clove type.
yeah, and almost it's almost like an effervescence on it.
Yeah, really good. A lot of oak coming through on the finish for me though. Nice sweet notes along with that baking spice. I'm going to go out and say it's a nice clove note all the way through. And it's still lingering as well with the oak. That raisin note is coming through as well. That was on the nose for me. I think that's part of that sweetness. Um, a little bit of that chocolate note too, right there on the finish. I, first impression, loving it.
Um, I was going to say that I was getting a really strong raisin note towards the end of it, but I was like, it's really kind of funkier to me than a raisin. It's kind of like a Luxardo cherry.
Oh, really?
I'm
Not
getting
as sweet though.
that. I'm getting that kind of a sweet on the finish.
Oh, so you are getting that sweet.
Yeah,
It is sweet.
that's why I went from the raisin to the Luxardo cherry, because it gave me that. You know how we're not very fond of those.
Yeah, but I'm not getting. Good if you're getting that, but I'm not getting that sweet.
Good if you're getting that. Good if you're
Yeah.
getting that funk.
Good if you're getting it. I'm glad I'm not getting it.
Uh,
I would
that's
say
interesting.
very smooth drinking bourbon there. I'm really enjoying it. I like the sweetness to it. It's not too overly sweet for me, but it sounds like it might be for Bryan.
It's it's very winey
Hmm.
all the way through.
Yeah, that nice notes. I love that. All right, on to number two.
Tomato, tomato, I guess. You either like
This
wine or you
may
don't.
not be Bryan's lineup, but I'm telling you, after tasting number one, I'm liking it.
Now, Zinfandel, I usually don't mind. So we'll see. We'll see if they screwed up a good bourbon with Zinfandel.
So I'm pretty sure Bryan doesn't mind like a white Zinfandel. However, this is probably more of a full-blown red Zinfandel cask.
So you're saying they're going to screw up this bottle too?
I'm just saying it's probably not the white Zin that you're thinking that you get when you get like a blush type.
But you could be wrong.
It could be. However, I don't think they really age white Zin in a barrel.
That's really, I'm getting a lot of char on the nose of that.
Hmm. Yeah, it would have been good if I'd gave nosy notes, huh? Black pepper on the palate on that one.
Mm.
So on the nose of this one, I'm picking up the oak. I'm picking up more of the caramel bourbon notes on it as well. A little bit of spice. A little bit of fruitiness on it, but not like what number one was. On the palate so far, I got the oak. I got a little tiny bit of sweetness, but then I'm definitely getting some black pepper on the end. What you got?
I'd probably better if I don't say.
You're not liking it.
That's really bad. Those are terrible.
I'm happy that you think they're terrible because
And,
they
and
go to
I
my side.
and I prior to this, I loved the 1792 line. In my opinion, they missed it with these two. You're a wine drinker. You like them.
Mm-hmm.
I think they've even made wine worse than it was.
So on number two, there's a nice cherry note on the finish as well with that black pepper. But in the beginning, it's more like a blackberry note that with that oakness and then the black pepper that's coming through. I a solid oak note all the way through. But I'm loving the finish on number two. It has that nice cherry note with the black pepper and oak. It's just and the finish is lasting. Really nice. This, by far, is not Bryan's favorite line. However, I'm going
Not
to tell
even
you,
close.
this is a really two nice pours so far.
We have never been more divided on a pour.
We have not.
Whew.
Okay, on to the rum
God, I hope
finish.
this pulls through for me.
Now, I will tell you, I normally, as I said before, do not like a rum finish. So I'm a little bit nervous about this one. But before we nose this, I do just want to take a second to thank our newest patron, Jeremy Dirks. Thank you so much for your support, and thank you so much to all of our patron support. We couldn't do nearly what we do without all of your support, so thank you very much.
Thank you, Jeremy. We appreciate it. And thank you to all our patrons. We truly do appreciate each and every one of you. Like Shona said, we couldn't do what we do without you guys.
So far, the nose, really, to me, it's nosing just like a normal 1792 small batch almost. Like the caramels, the vanillas, the oak
I try
notes.
to wash that other stuff out one more time.
Why don't you do a peppermint patty?
That would help those.
Not really picking up any rum notes on the nose, but we'll go to the palate.
There's some rum there, I think.
But it's not overly done. This is nice. I'm loving it. I love the solid oak all the way through. Nice. It's just smooth. I'm not getting so much sweetness on this one.
My overall thought on these 3 bottles, you could put them anywhere on your side of the bar you want to put them.
Okay.
And I will not mess with them. I promise you.
So you're not liking this one either?
Not really, unless the first 2 just can't get it off my palate.
A little bit more sweetness on that tasting. Definitely some spiciness coming through. Not really picking up a lot of that rum note that I've gotten on other rum finished whiskeys. So I'm actually really liking this because there's more oakiness to this and that spice on the finish. A little bit of sweetness. You can still, on the beginning, the sweetness is more like a brown sugar sweetness for me. Then it turns into a peppery, oaky, solid caramel type note. Good solid pour. I'm loving all 3 of them, to be honest. I would like to go back through real quick to pick out my favorite. I don't know as if Bryan really wants to do that. However, I'm going to do it, and I'll let you know which one it is.
I'm capable of picking out my favorite without going back through them. However, do you need more?
I'll have no problem finishing yours.
Good.
I'm truly loving this. This was more of an excitement for me to get these in. I knew when they were so wine finished on the first 2 that Bryan probably wouldn't like them as much as what I would. But I'm super excited to have these. Super excited that I'm finally tasting them because to me they truly are good. And if you're getting them at MSRP, I would not pass them up if you like a nice finished whiskey. If you're not much on finished whiskeys, you might not want to, but I'm liking
it. I just don't even know what to say about them. Most generally, if it's a finished whiskey, it's finished in a wine cask. I have never had the strong wine flavor that I have out of these.
Well,
I mean, it's overwhelming.
It is. I think I know which one's my favorite. It is. I will tell you though, I think I think the reason these are so strong is because they're finished an additional 2 years in that cask.
Oh.
Where a lot of finished whiskeys, I think, are only usually finished maybe 3 months or 6 months.
Yeah. Yeah, so that makes a world of difference. 2 years in that?
Mm-hmm. And I did read that. So they're finished for an additional 2 years. And so you've got 2 years in that wine, where I think that's where you're getting that extra oakiness, plus the other taste on top of it.
The good news is they didn't jack the price up on these.
They did not, no.
So they left them right in the ballpark of $17.92 small batch.
Is that how much they were? I'm not sure because we were very lucky to have people help us get these. They were not here in Ohio.
I think they were between $45 and $50 MSRP. I think.
I'm not sure. I don't want to speak to that because I can't look it up here in Ohio. They've not hit Ohio, correct?
I don't believe they have. I don't believe they have.
Okay. I will tell you that my favorite is the Zinfandel cask. I get a nice cherry note on that finish, which I'm absolutely loving on the Zinfandel. Um, my second favorite of this line is the Pinot Noir, and that leaves the rum as my third pick. I would tell you that me personally, I am very happy to have these, and I'm glad that I have them because I will drink these. I really like them. And if you like finished products, knowing that these are finished for an additional 2 years in those type of barrels, I would go for it. If you're not so much of a wine lover like myself, you might want to avoid the first two because they're really strong for Bryan. But I like them. Can you say, because I know you didn't really like any of them, what?
I don't feel like I'm able to give the rum cask a fair shake because truly I couldn't get rid of the flavor of the first two wine finishes off my
Mm-hmm.
palate. It had hints that it may have been a little bit better to me, but I can't say that it was.
Okay. So you're going with the rum though first, or?
I would definitely put the rum 1st,
Mm-hmm.
and then the other two I wouldn't even have on my board.
Okay.
I mean, I know that's harsh, but
It's pretty harsh.
we have always been honest, and I've never experienced anything like that to me.
Okay. Good news is Bryan's not drinking much tonight, just like he promised.
Yeah, you knew what you were doing.
I knew what I was doing.
Okay, so there you have it, guys. 1792 extended cask finishes. Shauna loves them.
I do. I do. For
For
real.
me, not so much. However, thanks for watching. Hit that like button. Drop us a comment. Have you had these already? Were you looking for them, or are you still looking for them? And until next time, be safe, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.